Discover the top 3 reasons African Abroad Date is the go-to platform for building meaningful connections. First, its vibrant community is packed with genuine individuals eager to find friends or more, allowing authentic connections to flourish. Second, the safety features prioritize user protection, making online dating not only doable but enjoyable, without any anxiety. Lastly, the user-friendly design democratizes navigation, whether it's uploading photos or sending messages, ensuring everyone feels at ease. Dive in today and start connecting with like-minded individuals effortlessly.
Happy Sunday, guys, and welcome to our Sunday's program, A Letter from the Heart. Before I begin, I did some little twist onto my microphone today, so I don't know if you can hear me. Um, Miss Elise, can you hear me? Miss Elise, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Perfect.
Okay.
Everything is good. Yes,
I
ma'am.
guess we're gonna have to fix that. No, not that. So we. All right, Miss Elise, can you hear me that now?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you very well. Good morning.
I am so sorry about that. Okay, I know not to do that again. Good morning. How are you?
Good. God is good.
Happy Sunday. Hi, CB.
Hi, ma'am. Happy Sunday. Hi, Miss
Happy
Elise. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. And
Hmm.
guess what? I found out this morning that today is Mother's Day in Africa. Is that
Oh my
correct,
God.
CB?
I don't I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because I don't know. I said it the other time on our show. I said it's like we just wake up and decide to celebrate mothers. Because
Well, this morning I
see,
woke up to
today is
some
Mother's Day.
messages. I wake up to some messages from my siblings and family back home saying Happy Mother's Day to me. My mom received a lot of texts, Happy Mother's Day. I'm like, okay, thank you. So,
I'm not aware. You see, I'm not aware. I'm not
all
aware.
right.
But happy
So,
Mother's Day to you, ma'am.
thank you so much for all of you guys who are celebrating Mother's Day today. Happy Mother's Day to you. And it's even great because Africa is known to be the motherland, right? So happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful moms in Africa. We appreciate you and we value you and we love you. Welcome guys. Welcome to today's live to another letters from the heart. Here we discuss things that people go through every day and sometimes wouldn't dare share to people around them, right? So we have another letter for you today. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Drop a comment so that we can see you and properly welcome you. So without any further ado, I'm gonna dive into the story. Okay. I'm gonna dive into the story so that we can all discover. So you can read it along with me. It's on the screen. So today's story is it's about dowry. If you're from Africa, you can relate to this. And few weeks ago, we discussed bride price as it is experienced in India culture, right? So some other parts of the world practice this, maybe not in America where we live. So this is a good topic because a lot of people can relate to it. So I'm going to start. It says, my friend is getting ready to marry his long-time girlfriend. They already have a child together, and he was planning both a traditional wedding and a court wedding. When he visited her family to collect the traditional marriage list, they gave him a very expensive list. It included a demand for 1 million in our currency and two custom outfits for the bride's parents. Although he agreed to everything else on the list, he refused to pay the 1 million, saying it was unreasonable. Before this, he had already spent a lot buying drinks, food, and paying for the wedding reception hall. The wedding was supposed to happen this Saturday, May 24th, 2025. He pleaded with the bride's family to remove or reduce the 1 million, but they refused. Out of frustration, he canceled the ceremony and returned everything he had bought. I am his friend and neighbor, and I have gone with him few times to speak with his fiance's family, but strangely, her father was never around during those visits. Eventually, my friend suggested to his fiancee that they go ahead and do a court wedding without her family's blessing. She agreed. Then he asked me to stand in as her father on the day of the court wedding. To be clear, this man has enough money and could afford the cost, but he says that he has already spent over 4 million on wedding preparations alone. Now, my question is, should I agree to stand in as the bride's father at the court wedding, even though her family hasn't approved? So, guys, that's the story. That is our story of today. So we have Luke here, but I'm going to remove the story from the screen so that we can get going. Hmm. Okay. Luke is here. Luke, I see that you're here in the studio, but it also says that you are not connected. So I'm not being able to add you onto the screen. Oh, yeah, you're adding yourself now. Good. All right, guys. So that's the story. Anyone has any question before we dive into it? Miss Elise.
The story is very clear and it's interesting. I like it.
Okay. And it was clear. Good. What about you, CB? Do you have any question?
Okay, the absence of the father is something that I cannot, you know, I, I just don't understand how the father is absent.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Like every time because we are getting the story from the friend, and the friend said that every time he visited, the father wasn't there. It doesn't mean that the father is not in the picture, but it's just that strangely during the negotiation phases, every time that he had attended, the father wasn't there. But so let's get into it. We're talking about dowry. We know how this, like we've spoke about these things here several times. We have a culture, and this culture is not always something that a lot of people agree with, but that's the African culture. There, before you get married, you the man have to invest. You have to pay a bride price. And sometimes this can lead to like a lot of disagreement, and sometimes even some marriages are canceled, see themselves being canceled because of the family is not agreeing on these things. So my first question here, like as I was going through this, is do you believe that, I'm going to start with you, Luke, do you believe that the traditional bride price is still a meaningful cultural right and has evolved, or has it evolved into financial transaction that kind of puts love in the second seat? I don't know if my question is clear. Do we agree? Do all of us agree that dowry is something that is meaningful, that is necessary, or do we feel that it has become like a business? Look, are you here?
Um, Seems Luke is not here.
I mean, I see that it's
Hello?
unmuted now, but yes.
Okay.
I didn't hear the story. I'm just coming.
Oh, you didn't hear the story.
No.
So we're gonna continue to talk on the stories. If anyone has like some insight to share on this, like we can go ahead and do it. But meanwhile, that's the story on the screen for those that are coming in. But please give me a moment to welcome our friends in the comment section. Mercy, Kendra, Comfort, AJ, Princess Karen. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you so much. Hello and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the comment section. Guys, please continue to like, and also share on WhatsApp, share on your status so other people can join. As a matter of fact, yesterday I went to a party and some people were giving me feedback on the show and they were like, do you know that some people get offended at your point of view on that show? I was like, oh, sorry, we didn't we didn't mean to offend anyone, but at least I'm glad that the things that we discuss here give you enough to like think about, even though you feel offended. I'm happy that we are provoking you to think or to voice voice your opinion on some of those things. So let's go ahead, Miss Elise. Do you feel that the dowry, the bride price is still something meaningful, or do you feel like it's becoming more a business?
Well, life itself is a business, so why wouldn't diary be a business? Everything has become a business, so it's normal. Diary is following the trend, which is okay by me. So I don't think diary is becoming more business than love. There is love, then there's diary. Then if you can't do both, you remain single. It's as simple as that. So you must pay the diary. It doesn't matter how much they ask you. When you meet a woman, you discover where she's coming from. You make an investigation. You know that from where she's coming from, they'll ask you 100 cows. And in your little life, you know that you cannot afford it. My brother, carry your two legs and start running. Look for the woman that come where you can afford. That's what I will start with. So diary is okay till tomorrow. You must pay diary and you will pay. No argument about it. If you can bargain it, if you can negotiate it, it becomes affordable or they accept it, my brother, hang your coat according to your height and make sure you have enough material to sew clothes that will fit you. That's what I can say for now. So diary is okay. There's no business in diary. Diary is diary.
So dowry, are you telling us, Mr. Elise, that dowry is still a very valuable part of our tradition
Very, very
and
important.
okay. But my question is, I'm gonna go with you, CB. Do you agree that dowry is still like a must? Like Miss Elise is saying, for instance, that you have to investigate. Don't just go about love. You have to investigate where you are like who you're getting married to, what kind of family you're getting into, what kind of tribe you're getting into, and ask yourself if you can afford. Because some tribe will be like, this is symbolical, right? Like even in Africa, some tribe are like, oh, dowry is very symbolical. Just bring something, anything, and it's not a big deal. But some other tribe are like, oh no, no, no way. You got to. They're gonna give you this big list and like millions and millions and millions of their money that you need to invest in order to marry their woman or their daughter. So Miss Elise is saying, investigate where you're going to, and if you feel like, oh, I cannot afford to marry a woman from that tribe, please just walk. That's what Miss Elise is telling us. But you, CB, what are your impressions? Do you agree with this so that we can set the foundation and move on? Do you agree that dowry is not going anywhere? Dowry is necessary.
Absolutely. The dowry is a very important and unique part of our culture. And as Africans, I think we've lost enough of our cultures, I mean, to westernization. So I wouldn't want us to lose that one too. And just as Miss Elise has pointed out, when you're about to get married to a lady, find out everything you can about the culture, what it takes to get married. And if you know you cannot foot the bill, look somewhere else. There's no need starting the process and then ending it halfway because you can no longer afford what they ask you to bring. You're not going to do that thing every day, you're just doing it once. And dowry is a way of saying, okay, we value our daughter. So this is it. You're bringing this to show us that you would also value and cherish her. So I love the dowry part. But sometimes, as Africans now, we can these so-called extended families and relatives, they tend to get greedy sometimes and they overdo it. But I think the dowry is a very, very unique part of our culture. I don't want us to lose it, not even to feminism. Because I've heard a lot of women saying, oh, that men are possessive because they paid their dowry. So they want it. If we can have a society where, sorry, if we can scrap that culture out, where we will no longer pay dowry, then we should do it. But I say no. It's a very unique part of our culture, like I've said, and I would love it to stay that way. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Before I get to you, Luke, so you can tell us if you agree that Dowry is here to stay and she'll be protected. When you said if you like, sometimes I want to say that I'm a romantic. Sometimes you don't always choose who will fall in love with, and you see this person and you really love them and you want to marry them. Is it fair that because of dowry, maybe because she comes from a tribe where dowry is a big thing and they ask you for a lot of money, is it fair that just because you cannot afford that, you should just go ahead and look for someone else? Is it that simple? Is love that transactional? I'm gonna go with you, Luke. What are your thoughts on dowry?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Happy Sunday. Uh, Sorry, I didn't get the story again, so I'm going to start from where you asked me. Uh, that is very, very important. It's from time immemorial, from Adam. So I feel it should be an exchange. It should be an exchange. Even if you love somebody and they said if you must pay, if I'm saying you must pay that, I think you must do it. It's culture, tradition. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, maybe it's what I've been born into. So I feel there's a need for that. So dowry, two family come together to give her their daughter. They have to give something in return. Even when Abraham was going to send his servant Eliezer to look for Rebecca for Isaac, Eliezer gave something to Laban.
A
He gave
lot of
something to
things, a
Laban
lot
in
of
exchange
gifts.
for yes, yes. So I think that's the price for Rebecca. Even when Jacob was looking for Leah and Rachel, he worked 7 years for Leah, he worked 7 years for Rebecca, for Rachel. I think that's the price. He labored for them. I think so. It's biblical, it's traditional, it's culture. Dowry is very, very important. So I don't think if you have to pay, you have to pay the price person. But there are some things in my culture where I come from. There are some things I'd like to say as we go on. I need dowry. I'll stop there.
Okay, thank you, Luke. We are having a lot of I think it's network. That your sound is not very clear, but we were able to hear. I mean, your point. You said that dowry is an important part of our culture, and it's even biblical. So it's not. It doesn't date of. It doesn't date of today. It's not recent. It has always been that way. But do we think that some culture maybe tends to exaggerate?
Mariam,
Like what? Okay. Do we feel like sometimes we kind of like overstep the boundaries of what dowry should be and tends to kind of do we I mean I don't know how to put this question. When does dowry or tradition stop being that valuable part, that symbolical part of tradition and becomes a transaction? Do we all feel that some culture maybe overstep it, overdo it? I'm gonna start with you, Miss Elise. You started by saying that Dowry is important. If you cannot afford it, don't even go there. Go look what you can afford. But do you also agree? Would you also agree that some culture or some tribes overdo it, Miss Elise?
Well, thank you so much, Coach Michelle. Me, I think that nobody overdoes anything. These
Okay.
are things established from generations back. And it's like when you are born, you meet the Bible. They say the person that commits murder commit a sin. The person
Mm.
that lies commit a sin. The person that is envious, you be like, envy you've not it's in your heart now. You have not done anything to humanity. You're doing it to my. You start arguing why envy that is in your heart that only hurts you is a sin. Where somebody that kills somebody is also a sin. Why are they both sin? Why are we all going to hellfire the same fire? It's useless conversation. See, diary is there. Take it or leave it. It's not like they're begging you, come and marry our daughter. No, out of all the women, you choose. Now you choose them. Pay the price. There's nothing like I will not study, but I must pass. I must be a doctor. But you don't like biology. How does that make sense? There's
Miss
a
Miss
process.
Elise, you said pay the price. And are you saying
Yes.
that family shouldn't put a cap on this price? It doesn't matter the
No, no,
price of
no. No, the problem is that you are a man, Abby. Are you
yeah.
a boy? You are a man and you are able to take responsibility. You knew when you told her hi, she told you I'm from the north side. In the north, I don't hear this for these north people. They ask for 50 cow. You cannot afford one cow. My brother, start running. She's not your level. People should stop adding faith and pity and understanding and they must reduce it because who are you? Who are you? Did they ask you before they established those laws? Were you there when their forefathers sat down and say, okay, our land from today, if you love our girl, you must pay. You must work. After all, if Jacob could work 7 years for a girl, what is 5 cow? What is 10 cow? Even if a man has to work 5 years and make save money to come and marry a daughter, he must marry. So everybody around will know that from our tribe. If you not get liver, you not fit marry. So men that are coming for our daughter should be able men, men of caliber and odogus. Let them go and look for money. They have established their thing. My brother, I no go argue with you. If you cannot pay, find a way and move on. Keep it moving. And stop dating girls that you cannot afford their bride price. Stop it. Because this is waste of time and energy and emotions and everything. So now if he say he's not marrying again, he just wasted the girl whether 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. That's rubbish. I will tell the girls, look at the financial statement. If you know he cannot afford your bride price, tell him that Oga, this is not gonna work. Oh. Let me love you for today to tomorrow. If you cannot afford it, you will not be able to marry me. So let's stop this thing, this love. Let's turn it to agape love. You're my brother, I'm your sister. Let's keep it moving. Let me look for a man that can afford my ancestors' bride price. People let's become real. And stop thinking that by prayer and fasting and supplication, God will touch their heart. What if God does not touch their heart? What if it's God that told them to be asking a lot of money from men because they realize that men that don't cannot afford money for bride price cannot keep women for house? Eh? Because if a man cannot work money, they say the this thing of a man is where his treasure is. The heart of a man is where his treasure is. Means that have you ever seen where men are fighting for failed business? Men love their money. Men invest where they feel like it's comfortable. They put money where they know that they're gaining interest. Men love their money. That's why a man will stay. He will fight for his business until he make it stand. He keep on fighting for his business because it's money. That's why Jacob, when he got Leah was not his choice. His Rachel was his choice. He accepted to work 7 more years because of love. My brother, what can you do for love? Go and work money and pay the bride price. Let this not be an argument. I don't like people that argue about bride price, especially African men. When they were doing the bride price collaboration, women were not involved. In those days, women could not talk in public. Women could not eat in the table with men. Men sat down, big men, controllers, rulers, chief masters, colonial masters for their own sisters. Where women were just slaves, they sat down and said, hey, from today, if you want our daughter, you pay money. How do we do it? They arrange themselves, arrange the planify and everything. See, my brother, what your brother start to do, don't come and be arguing with us. Oh. Go and pay it, jeje. Pay it. Make sure it's complete. Don't take, oh, I'll pay later. Mm-mm. No credit on you pay and add Jara. Don't disturb us, please. If you don't like it, go and meet your brother. You supposed to rearrange yourself. And you see these bride price things. No lady should, oh, baby, can you go and talk to your parents? My brother, I'm not talking to them. You must pay, and you pay complete. Let's move on. Coach Michelle, but
Yeah.
Dari must be pay. Oh, they must pay.
Guys,
Yes.
thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this channel for the first time, please subscribe and drop a comment so we can see you. Today we are talking about dowry, about bride price. If you were born and raised in America, you might not relate to this. But if you kind of know the African culture, bride price is a big thing in Africa. In order for you to marry a woman, you must pay for her. You must go to her parents and pay. And sometimes these are huge amounts of money that you need to pay in order to marry that woman from that family. So that's what we're talking about today. I'm going to go to you, CB, because I do believe that some parents, some African parents, listen to this show, believe it or not. So, CB, are you telling me that, or do you agree that when it comes to bride price, there shouldn't be a limit, a cap on how much should be demanded from the young groom coming to marry that woman? Or do you feel like, hey, parents, please also be mindful that these two have a future to build, and the whole money that the young man has saved shouldn't be spent on the dowry alone? The floor is yours, CB.
Okay. Oh my God. You see, Coach Michelle, just like Miss Elisa said, a rich man will not have issues with all these things. He's just going to say, "Give me the list. I'm going to send everything down to you." Period. Conversation is over. But you see, the men that are actually struggling, they're the ones that will be asking questions like, "Okay, can't you cut this down? Do this, do that." You see, I think the original purpose of bride price was so that the man can value the woman. Naturally, human beings do not value what they don't pay for. Naturally, when people don't pay for stuff, they don't really value it. So I think the original purpose was so that the man and his entire family can value the woman, and so that she's not cheap. It's not like you met her on the road and then you just picked her up and then she started living with you. It gives her there's this sense of pride that yes, you are from somewhere, and then it also connotes we approve this we approve this relationship, or we approve this union. So it has a lot of meanings. I don't think we should start watering it down. Let's say back in the day, if the elders or relatives decide to, maybe if originally they were collecting maybe 100 cows, and they were like, okay, fine, we know how the economy is. Okay, fine, my in-law bring 50 cows. I kind of feel like if there will be anything like that, let the in-laws, that's the girl's family, let them willingly make that choice. Don't bring yourself down by going to beg. When you beg, you'll be like, oh, this was not even serious. So you don't even value our daughter. That means you didn't have the intention to actually pay this stuff from the beginning. So I kind of feel like you should respect yourself. When your in-laws see that you're trying, they just might just say, okay, you know what? We used to collect one trailer of yam. Fine, just bring 50 tubers of yam and we are good. So
But
sometimes give
CB,
yourself
you said something that a
okay.
rich man wouldn't agree over this thing. He would just take the list and be like, fine. And I'm like, in the back of my mind, does that mean that poor people shouldn't get married? But
Oh
I'm
my
gonna go.
God, that's putting me on the spot. Should I answer
Yeah.
that question, or you wanted to direct that
No,
to Luke?
no. I mean, you answer my question because you're still insisting on the fact that, hey, parents, it's your daughter. Go for it. Come up with your list. Charge the young man how much, whatever you want to charge him for, because if it's not ready, it shouldn't be coming for your daughter. But you also
The
said that,
truth is,
yeah.
yes, the truth is, the way you actually react when you're being given the list, sometimes they just want to observe you. Like, are you really into this thing? Because even if it's much and you're looking at it like, wow, okay, your reaction, your mannerism can just make them say, okay, okay, you know what? Our in-law, just bring that list, come back in a week's time, we'll give you another list. They might just even slash it into two. But when you sit and you're like, this is too much, what is it now? I'm going to feed your daughter, I'm going to clothe her, I'm going to take care of her. This is what they should sweep your leg out of that compound. Because you're not serious.
All
You're
right.
not a serious
AJ,
person. So
AJ is saying something
so
in the comment.
so
Oh, yeah,
I think
go
I've
ahead.
answered the whole
You did. You
is
did.
your approach as a guy. How did you
Yeah.
approach, you know, the whole situation? Don't come and be acting as if they forced you. You saw the lady, you said you liked her. You want to get married to her. So man, you should be, because at the end of the day, they are always telling women, you should do this, you should do that. It's your turn now, do it, abeg. No dey complain. Don't negotiate. Let your in-laws be the ones like, okay, I think we really like this guy, we like the family you're from. Fine, let's slash it into two. And they'll do it wholeheartedly. They'll be happy while they are doing it. It's not that you just come and start frowning your face. Nobody send your papa, go and hustle. It's in the Bible. The Bible says, and the man shall till the soil. Even the same Bible said, if you cannot feed your family, there was an infidel. So please, nobody should come and stress us. The one time that we are supposed to buga, sorry, that's the Nigerian slang. One time that we're supposed to raise our shoulder up, you're not coming to water it down. I beg. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, Sibi. AJ is saying something. He said that he believed that these traditions should be regulated, except if we're saying poor people within the same community don't get to be married. Thank you, AJ. I like that comment because yeah, does that mean that because you are from a particular tribe and buy price is very expensive in that tribe, and rich men within that particular tribe will have no issue getting married because they can afford it. So now,
And Coach
the ones
Michelle,
that are
AJ is
the
actually
ones that
saying
are not very
something in the
fortunate are
comment section. Can you hear me,
what was
ma?
that? I didn't get.
AJ is saying that bride price in the north is not expensive. AJ, you are wrong, go. You never jam.
No, he said that
Go and
no,
make.
he said that in some part, like in some part of Nigeria, bride price is not expensive, but he is also
No,
saying
he was specific. He said the northern part. He's wrong, oh.
that okay,
There are some lists that I've seen from the north, and I'm like, my people are even nice. Because growing up, I used to think my people were very, very expensive. But one, bro, you just hey, don't even say that. Don't go there. Northerners, no. When they want to
Mercy,
cut your neck, they'll cut it very well.
Mercy Candace, I believe some parents will cut down some of that. Yeah, like I was saying that, yeah, in a particular tribe, bride price is very expensive. The fortunate, the rich, has no issue because he can afford it. Does that mean that the young men from that tribe who also want to marry in the same tribe will be left with no wife because they can afford it? That's and you guys remember that few weeks we spoke about the story of Envidas, the young Indian lady who decided to take her own life because it happens that in the India culture, the wife, the family of the bride pays the groom price. The family of the bride is supposed to pay the money to the groom price, and she got married. They paid a lot of millions of their money, but she kept being bullied in her marriage by her husband and her in-laws because they assumed that she and her family did not pay enough dowry. They confiscated her salary. They confiscated her credit card, her debit card. Like it was a living hell for her. And being in a culture where divorce is not acceptable, she decided, unfortunately, to take her own life. Now, you guys are, the table has turned. Here is a man complaining about the bride price being too high. And you guys are saying that is absolutely normal. If you can afford it, don't marry. Now, are we also telling me that, like this particular story, were they right to bully her, or she shouldn't have married into that particular family because she couldn't afford the kind of dowry that they were expecting. So let's think about those things. But I'm going to hear from you, Luke. Do you feel that some families should maybe kind of think about how they come about taxing the bride price?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, if you can hear me, so I will start. First of all, I was on the difference between dowry and bride price, or dowry, bride price, and list. You know, dowry is the money in exchange for the girl you are going to marry. You know, the list they are giving you is different from the dowry. So the dowry per se is not expensive. The dowry per se is not expensive. It's the list, the things you're going to buy, like the things you buy for the parents of the girl, the things you buy for the family, like drinks, all those stuff. That's the list. But the dowry per se is not expensive. So let me take my tribe for example, where I come from, my community. In my community, an indigene, an indigene is marrying in my community. He pays 5,000 naira as a dowry. That's about $5. About $5 as a dowry. Non-indigene pays 10,000. Non-indigene pays 10,000. And you know something? It is when they are going to marry the girl for my community. Marriage committee chairman in my village. My dad is a marriage committee chairman. So those things I'm always there when they are doing it. They normally return in my village. They normally return a non-indigene is coming to marry my sister, for example. They will return part of the money to the man. They tell the man that we are not selling our daughter to you.
Mm.
We are not selling our daughter to you. If anything happens to our daughter, maybe she anything, the body will come back to us. We don't sell our daughters. We are giving her to you. If anything happens to the daughter, she can come back. We accept her, but we don't accept divorce. We don't pray for divorce. That's what they tell you. They will tell you everything there. We don't pray for divorce. If you want to divorce her, you tell us why. Because you can't misuse our daughter. You can't misuse our daughter. CB, it's not robo, please, not robo. You can't misuse our daughter and bring back to us like that. For what reason? So we don't accept you to come and drop our daughter unless something happens. So during the dowry, they will return some money to you. Say, take back, take this one, because we are not selling her to you. That's it. So let me just say, I feel this let me just say the 1 million naira here in this story, maybe uh, the family of the girl, they are imposing it on the man to pay, which is not on the list. The list is different. Maybe the family of the girl wants to chase that man away from the girl. That's why they're imposing that 1 million naira is a must for him to pay. And I feel that's the cross of the whole matter. I feel that's where the issue is. If your family is imposing on your man that he must pay 1 million naira, that means there's something between you and your family you need to settle. There's something between the guest family that you need to settle. Why are they imposing that 1 million naira that is not on the list for my man? That 1 million naira is not on the list. Even my tradition self in my village, the list is not up to 200,000. If the bride price is 5,000 or 10,000, the list they will give to you is not up to 200,000.
So look, I understand what you're saying. I mean,
That you
my
buy is
understanding.
not up to 200,000 for the list.
Look, my understanding is that in your tribe, they don't exaggerate that thing called bride price, right? It's affordable. But my question was, do you feel like those culture that go all out with their list, like they ask for millions and millions and millions of their respective currencies. Do you feel like those cultures should kind of like
Uh, uh,
review?
I
Should
feel
they
all my.
review this? Should they review this tradition and maybe put a cap on how much is asked?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
but
hear
can
me?
you hear me? Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, okay, okay. I think every tradition has the amount of money for the list they pay, pretty tradition amount. And I also think the family will be the ones to exaggerate if they want to. Because, for example, the community, they have a share
You say if they want to, should they though?
collecting the list. They have a standard list. So if the community has a list of, in Africa, for my village, for example, if they have a list of 200,000 and the dowry is 10, and it's now imposing that the person that's going to marry their daughter must pay 1 million naira. That is 1.2, that they must pay 1.2. I think there's an issue there. The family is exaggerating, not the community.
Thank you.
The
That's
family is
what
the
I
one
wanted. That's
exaggerating.
what I
And
wanted
I
to
think
hear.
there's a reason for that. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And I think there's a reason
Okay.
for them exaggerating. I think maybe the daughter has done something to the family. They are trying to her. That's what I feel.
I
All
disagree.
right.
I don't think they're exaggerating
All right.
anything.
Or maybe they just,
I
you said there's a
disagree.
reason to it. Maybe it's just greed. You know, like we spoke about these things on this channel before. With CB, for instance, you said that parents, your children, your children are not your retirement plan. Maybe some of these
Yes,
parents they have
I
not,
made
they have
mention of
not,
that.
yes, maybe some of these parents they have not prepared their retirement as they should have. And now the kids have grown and ready to marry, and they go like, okay, since I haven't had the chance to build my house, and now my daughter is getting married, this is my opportunity to get that money and build my house. Maybe this is it's just greed. Maybe it's just counting on the
1 million
kids,
naira cannot build anything. 1 million naira cannot do
I
nothing.
understand what you're saying, but I mean that was to answer what Luke is saying, that they have the reason of asking. And we are talking today about 1 million, but maybe other culture asks for 10. And like I said, some parents, and especially what I've seen in Africa, is that sometimes even an uncle that have never participated a dime in your education, you, the young lady, will come with a demand, right? They will come with a demand. And because their demand cannot be met, you might lose that marriage. Look, like the young man in this particular case is very frustrated. It's about to like walk. And sometimes the people coming even with the list are the people who really never cared for you when you were growing up. But here they are, because of their demands, you might end up losing the love of your life. I mean, that was just like me thinking
Coach
out.
Michelle, they love
But
you.
but
Coach
we've
Michelle, they
also
love everybody.
but we've also established the fact that love is not enough, and then him
Okay.
walking away means he's not ready. I mean, maybe he wasn't
Coach,
financially ready.
Coach Michelle,
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to say something from the explanation of that his friend, that his useless friend. That boy is very, very useless. A friend that cannot tell you the truth, cannot make you. So it's not that his friend does not have money, oh. The friend has money. So that guy just feel like this girl is not worth it. You know, there's a way a family will stand against a marriage. Maybe the uncle don't want her to get married and it increases the bride price, right? Then the husband to be should know that she will say, you know what, we're growing up, this uncle didn't really like my mom. Oh. Maybe that's why he's increasing it. Baby, just pay. Let's leave this problem. The man will be like, let me cover her shame. Like this uncle, I thought I don't have, I have money for it. And I want this woman. Let me just pay and come up for Wahala one time. But this man is not, he doesn't love this woman enough. He's fighting the wrong people. So you want to fight an evil uncle that has increased bride price and you will not marry at this point. You say the love of his life. This man does not love this girl. This man just wants to cut off the wedding. And this man does not honor, because when a man honor is honoring you, he will do everything. He will even make peace where there's no peace. He will just arrange everything so everything will just be peaceful. They don't argue during wedding. Because
Mister,
during wedding, yes.
Now let's going back in the story. This guy said that to rent a wedding venue is expensive, food, other stuff. He said he has already spent 4 million of their money. Now, what I'm going to say is that when they said that he can afford, does that mean maybe he has $2 million left in the bank account? Maybe that's all he has saved, and the wedding is still not over yet. That's just the list. He's still going to do some more spending until the wedding actually comes. So do you feel like, is it right that they demand of him something that's going to make him to go and empty his savings?
My dear, if today that girl falls sick, he will spend that money and heal her, not be so. If they call him today that his mama is sick, he will have to empty his account. He will empty it for what is meaningful. This man has money. Let him pay. Once they are married, both of them, let them get out of trouble. It's as if you are facing, you have a river in front of you. It's either you jump, you swim, you disappear, but you must cross the river. So if maybe let's just give an insult of an evil uncle. This man will not change you. He will say, ah, my daughter has not married. Then you want married. Let's see now. I will double the price. Let me see that man will come and marry you. That's how he wants to. That maybe it's an evil uncle, let's say, for example, that has planned to disorganize this girl's life. And this man must be wise. And another thing I'm seeing is that he's going with his friend for negotiations. This guy is out of his mind, though. Does he have a family? His
You
family that mean man to man. A family representative will go with him and he will not even go. They will plan a day and there will be negotiation between parents and parents. Him as a child is going to negotiate bride price. Who born him? Who tells him that the person marrying is talking during the wedding or during the bride price negotiation? This boy should go and be disciplined, man. This boy is not normal. He doesn't respect culture, doesn't respect elders. So in his village, there are no elders that can go and negotiate with the elders of the other side. So he's going to do it with his friend. And when he gets there, he does not even see the father. Maybe the father is even saying that he's useless boy. Don't
yeah.
he know he has to tell his elders to reach out to me? The
Mhm.
father is feeling like he's being disrespected. Because a boy cannot call and say, I'm coming to see your father to discuss, to negotiate. See, where is your own father? Where are your own elders? As a title man, even me, I will not accept to meet with a boy. Who the hell does he think he is? Bring me somebody that is of my caliber, will talk man to man or elder to elder, will find a solution. He's doing things the wrong way and he's adding pride to it. Another thing again, he doesn't want to see his generation. Abby. He wants to go and do private marriage without a family consent. This boy, he need real flogging. I don't know. This is his friend and himself. Something is wrong with them. Something is
Now,
wrong with these two people.
so in this particular case, these two have a kids already. Don't we think that these two families should do the best that they can, especially the family of the bride?
Uh,
Because
Coach,
now when now she's a single mother.
Coach
Don't
Michelle, you have added pepper to the wound. So
no but
not only
they
he
have
has implemented the girl and is even arguing about bride price when he's supposed to pay two bride price for the dog, for the child, and for the girl for spoiling their daughter. Ah, Coach Michelle, this story not finished. You'll bring us all the details.
no, they have a kid together, and now it's trying to make things right. And that
But he
means
has to he
it
has
is
to pay double.
double
He has to
how
pay double. He
you see
has to
that.
pay for spoiling their daughter, for disgracing their family, for disgracing the daughter, and now coming to argue small bride price. When this man should get out, man. He should get out.
Coach
It's not
Michelle,
serious.
Let's
I
keep in mind
find
that
it hypocritical that that they want to negotiate. These same men that are saying our tradition is good, blah blah blah. When it favors them, the tradition is okay. But when it doesn't favor them, tradition is not okay. I beg, I don't want to hear that
I
nonsense. If they tell you
Latoya.
bring 50 million, if you not get the 50 million, waka. Because when tradition demands that a woman should kneel down before feeding her husband, or a woman has to pass some certain tests, nobody will open their mouth and say, no, this is too much. She shouldn't be going through all this. They'll say, it's the tradition. Let her do it. She's supposed to cook for the entire family. That's her test. You reach to come spend money now. I call the talk say one thing. Baba beg, if you not get her, if my papa they alive and he say may you bring 50 million, if you not bring her waka, bounce, please.
Oh my, Phoebe. So what I was saying is that these two have kids already, and I'm pretty sure this man is thinking that I have a family already to care for. You all want me to spend all maybe my little saving on bride price.
This
So
guy.
don't we
This guy is
think
a
that
disgrace.
no,
That
no,
boy
no.
is a disgrace.
This guy is trying to do the right thing. How many men just walk on their baby's mama and just go somewhere else? Because this is what this family is pressurizing this man to do. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to
Coach
do the right
Michelle,
thing. Once your
Coach
daughter
Mich,
has that baby, don't you think that you parents of single mothers, you parents of single mothers, don't you think that you should make it easy for the man that comes and trying to make a respectable woman out of your daughter?
for after spoiling her, he wants to come and disgrace us and insult us and carry her and go and marry her behind us.
They have
See,
the
they
right
thought,
to even punish him the way they did, because how do you get somebody's
see,
daughter pregnant before seeing her
pregnant.
family? That one is a taboo. Yes, it is.
See, if this man tries to go and marry this girl without paying that bride price, the thunder that will fall on him is still in preparation. The thunder that will fall on this boy, they're still cooking it. Useless boy. Let him continue. Never see anything. Let him continue.
Okay,
Coach Mitchell,
so now you guys are saying that she shouldn't go ahead and get married to him because she has agreed to go ahead without the family consent and get married. Are we all saying that that is something she shouldn't do? But let's keep in mind that if she refuses, this might walk. Like CB said, if my parent asks for $50 million, 50 million naira, and you don't want to pay it, you can just walk. So are you all saying that this girl, let's assume she's listening to this show, she has a kid, she's not a single mom, and she refuses that, I don't want to go behind my family and get married to you without my family's blessing. And the guy said, okay, I guess I should go, and like we said in the beginning, if you can afford a certain tribe, you should go to where you can afford. Are we all saying that this guy should see, if she doesn't agree to do it, like go behind her family, he should just move on and go to someone else? Is that what we are saying?
Coach Michelle, number one, the
Okay,
guy
okay,
is
Mr.
using a very he's using a very wrong approach. He should first gather his elders to go and apologize to the family of the girl with drinks, with food, with cow or goat or chicken. They will say sorry because our son started the wrong way. We are sorry because he first disgraced you as a family and disgraced your daughter. Because normally, as African men, an African man should never impregnate a woman he has not married. So we have come to say sorry. That's the first visit. Apology for wrongdoing. So when they leave, the family will be like, if I'd have started well, oh, after all these years, we've been thinking that our daughter they don't carry juju give them. So thank God this family they recognize that their son have wronged us. So because the disgrace what we get for this daughter, God, we thank God, God is God. Yeah, they're coming. Let's see how it goes. The second visit, they'll come and say, our son, he has recognized his wrong. Oh. He wants to come and see if it's possible for him to do things right. The elders, not the son. They should not see that son there because the rich may they take cutlass, cut his head for this kind of thing. Let him not show up. The elders will show up. And then when they give the list, they will go. And then if the list is a lot, they will now call and say, we want to meet up. Oh, because say our son, since this mistake now, things not there right for him. He has been struggling, but he wants to do things right. Please, the elders will be the one to talk, not him. They will go and meet the family and negotiate. If the family agree, good. If they don't agree, those elders, they sabi do contribution for burial ground, right? Waykeeping. When somebody died, they do family contribution. They will contribute to save their son's mess. Family is not only when everything is good. No, you have to learn how to cover mess up. So if the boy don't have enough money, the elders will do it. In that family WhatsApp group, they will say, our son don't mess up. Oh. It's time for us to do things right. Everybody they give 5,000, 10,000. Let's go and remove the shame for our son's head. Let him be a man too. Let him honor somebody's daughter. You both should not be doing family always to talk nonsense, do nonsense. You both should also do family meeting how to honor people's children, how to correct your children's wrong. So they will do family gathering in that WhatsApp chat and say, okay, we need 10,000. You go reach 1 million. They will gather, they will go and pay the bride price, they will do the wedding, both families will put their hands, they will bless the couple, everybody is happy. But this boy now, see, he don't turn Oyibo. He doesn't know culture, he doesn't know respect, he doesn't honor people's parents. You go somewhere in a man's house, you don't meet him. That doesn't give you a signal that he doesn't want to see you in his house. You go once or twice, then you decide. They will move girl. This girl self, I don't know. I don't know which useless girl will just carry her body, go somebody's house, they never marry you, nothing, nothing. You go, but the born picking. So you look at your father's face and say, thank you for raising me. But I don't care about your honor. I want to be a disgrace. I don't care about ancestors. I can be a disgrace. What is honor? Why should I honor you people? Whether I marry my woman like me every weekend, but me, I'm not into honoring you. I'll go and stay with a man for free. I don't care. Useless girl. Your own punishment. You never see anything. So that girl self, I don't know who raised her. I don't know what is in her brain. I don't know what is wrong with her. I don't know what useless demon she decided to follow. She doesn't love her parents. She doesn't love herself. See honor when they marry you, when everybody gather for your sake. See your shoulder go be raised like this. When you be like your mother will look at you and smile. Your father will be happy. Your
You
ancestors
know
are
what?
jubilating
You know
under the
what?
ground.
You can
Coach
really
Michelle,
you can really judge someone unless you have walked in their shoe.
it's
This
a lie. Nobody want to walk in shoe of no. This
everyone
is
makes everyone makes
See,
mistakes.
cause Michelle, there's no mistake. You leave your parents' house to go and sleep with a man, go and stay with a man is a decision, it's not a mistake.
No, I'm
You
saying
don't
that
work.
the fact that she has a child already, maybe this
Uh,
girl
see,
she doesn't want to find herself without the father of
Coach Michelle is
maybe
better
after that
off.
she's not
Coach
thinking
Michelle.
straight. That's why she's like doing
Coach
stuff like
Michelle,
that.
this man has to do everything I just said. Marry the girl with honor and dignity. Now, this girl that wants not only that she disgraced her parents, she now wants to go and do a secret marriage against her family will. The man has not married you. Okay, let's continue the mistake. Let them continue. Coach Michelle, have you noticed that many couples abroad fall apart? Do you know why?
Why?
Because they don't want to follow tradition. They don't care about bride price. They want to do God wedding. They don't care about ancestors. Don't worry. By the time that marriage no work, you go no say where you come from. There's a spirit that live that place. You
Mm.
cannot fool nature. Even if you are abroad, you must go back and pay bride price. If you don't pay, you're not married. My brother, your marriage na document, not the marriage. You have to pay bride price. When the
And
bride price is paid and the marriage is blessed by the families, then you are married. If you don't do it, look around now. Look at them doing church wedding. You never do bride price, you do church wedding. Continue to deceive yourself. You never do bride price, you do court wedding. I will do it later. Later. You go anything you see, you take. So this man, let him continue without his friend. Both of them, let them continue. We are here. We'll do another life on that his friend. What happened to him after he went to represent ancestors that did not send him to represent him? Will do his own life too very soon. We are
thank
here.
you, Elise. I like that you gave this guy some practical advices. Like, why are you going to negotiate dowry with your friend? Gather your family, gather elders. Maybe you're an orphan, maybe you have no parent. Gather some elders from your family, from your village, and go and have the discussion with your bride's family so that they will be able to talk with each other and certainly they will come to a conclusion. That is wisdom right there. So it's wrong that you, the friend, because let's remember that the story was brought on the table by the friends, the groom's friend. So you, the friend, it's not your place to go there to do the negotiation. It's really not your place. So this guy should go and get his parents and go do that negotiation, and hopefully they will get to an agreement. But Sally, CB, you wanted to say something. You wanted to say something.
I'm saying that the lady's family, the bride's family, is right to punish him, even if they're asking for 5 million naira. What is wrong with him? How do you get somebody's daughter pregnant and then you are deciding how you should be punished? What is wrong with you, guy? You didn't do the right thing,
You
and
guys are
now okay,
talking
you
like
decide to do
you.
the right thing.
Why are you
No,
saying that
it's
you
maybe.
should be punished? So this is why some men will take the easy way out, and they will go and marry
What's the
someone
reason?
with whom he has no kids. I mean, he's trying to do what is right, though. Why should he be punished? I understand that yes, his approach was wrong. He
But
shouldn't
from
be
the story,
negotiating with his
I can
friend.
deduct that the guy has a lot of pride and he's a foolish person. Because how
Um,
do you go to your future wife's family house to negotiate with them? You don't do that. Your own is just to make your intention known. You're supposed to have elders with you. If your
Yeah.
parents are dead, you should have your uncles with you. All your uncles cannot be dead now. I mean, you should have someone that that's like a father figure, or okay, yeah, men mostly, to speak on your behalf. You've messed up and you're having pride and feeling like, okay, I'm going to work out on them. Like, I don't get it. It's funny. I said this before. When it comes to tradition and it doesn't favor men, they have an issue with it. But when it favors them, oh, they'll be like, yes, let's stick on it. Let's stand on it. So I'm saying, if you cannot pay, go to where you can pay. It's as simple as that. Don't go
Uh,
and again, what are you
Thank
guys
you.
doing dating without talking? Because if you're dating me, I'll tell you that this is what is expected from my own family. This is how we are. Me, I know my culture very well. There's no question a potential husband of mine wants to ask me that I cannot answer. So I
Uh,
don't get it. When you're dating, you don't talk. Let the man know so that if he cannot deal with it, let him go. There are some cultures where there's this thing, is a like in my own place, it's a taboo to cohabit with a man. It's a taboo. There are consequences. Things will not just go fine for you. Things will not just go well with you. And you don't get pregnant under your father's roof. My uncle told me that before he died. He said you don't get pregnant under your father's roof. It's a taboo in our place. So I don't understand. You messed up and you are, oh my God.
Thank you so much,
Jesus.
Sydney. Thank you. I mean, you the friend, like Mercy Kendra just said, you shouldn't get involved. This is not your place to go stand because the friend was asking us if you should do it. That was a question. Please don't do it. Don't go stand as the bride's father. It's not your place to do that. Don't carry unnecessary curses. We are from Africa and we know that these things are deeper than what we see. So don't do it. It's not your place. It's not even your place to go in that house for negotiation. Please give advices to your friend. I hope you are watching this and that you can even share this with your friends so that they can actually like listen to what the ladies here have to say, Luke had to say, and myself. So tell your friend to change this approach. Let him go call the elders from his village or his parents to come and do the negotiation for him. Maybe that family will be more willing to decrease that amount. And also, please don't walk. Don't get so frustrated and decide to call off the wedding because you already have a child with this woman, and it's good that you're trying to make things right. So don't give up now. Don't give up now. And you, the lady, don't you got started the right way already, going to the family to make things right. Don't mess things up by going behind the family to just do it among yourself. Don't do that. So this is very is fixable, but you have to do it properly. In Africa, both family come together. And as far as we know of, it's been only you, the groom, and the family, the bride's family. It's time that you involve your family, and hopefully you guys will come to an agreement. I don't know if anyone wants to add anything. Thank you guys for being here. I see there's a lot of people watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do it. Every Sunday in the afternoon, 1 p.m. Central Texas time, we come to you with these stories. We call it letters from the heart. These are real story from real people, and we talk about these things, right? And hopefully, our purpose of doing this is to help someone out there. We're talking about dowry today. It's a big thing in Africa. Even when a woman travels to the United States and get married to a white man, like Latoya said in the comment section earlier, that you girls should marry people like white people so that you don't have to deal with that drama. Even if you're from the United States and you married a woman from Africa, you still have to go down there and pay the dowry. You still have to do it. So, because this is important, this is something that we do and it's not going to go away. We're going to call it a day now, but I don't know if anyone wants to, has anything else to say before we draw the curtains.
Coach Michelle, you were saying
Okay.
something that
Yes.
Oh, Stevie, go ahead after you.
So I was going to say I want to talk to my ladies. Okay, you're a lady and you're dating. You should do a lot of talking. Don't be so focused on the sex part. Do a lot of talking. Talk about your culture, talk about your tradition. Sometimes just ask this guy's question, pick his brain, and see how he reasons, how he sees life, know his philosophy. It's very important. You might not even be talking about yourself, but you can, from the reply that you'll be getting, you can easily deduct that, okay, this kind of person, this is how he thinks, this is how he sees life. Before you start opening your legs, talk about those important things. Don't go and start shagging up when you barely know this person. At the end of the day, you now be like, all men are the same, or men are scum. Men are not scum. You are the one that did not use your brain. I'm not saying that we don't get hot. We get hot. Yes, that's true. But just make sure that, oh my God, sometimes my gender makes me really weak. Pick the brain of the man you are about to get married to. Don't just go out, eat, watch movies, and that's it. Talk about real life issues. Talk about yourself. Let him talk about his family too. You need to know the family you're going into. It's very, very, very important. And then when you feel like you've gotten enough information, then maybe you can just carry on with the other one. It is well.
Thank you so much, CB. That was a great advice. We need to talk about those difficult topics. We need to have these difficult conversations. It's important. Let's not get too deep into the relationship and now we don't know how to back out. But Miss Elise, you were gonna say some closing words.
Yeah, I wanted to say that the Bible says, "Who findeth a wife finds a good thing." A man is not doing you a favor marrying you. You are his blessing. So you should stop saying, if he doesn't marry me, if he doesn't marry, let him get out. Another man will marry you. He's a man, the man that marries is the one that sees value in you. He's the one that is ready to do the sacrifice. He's ready to pay the price. Just like serving Jesus. It's not easy. You must work on your salvation daily. Nothing is easy. Nothing good is easy. So if a man cannot do the right thing, let him go. And you ladies, stop following every man. You don't know who the man is with the open leg. You don't know his family with the open leg. The man never love you finish with the born for him. How? People should stop this. And mothers, when you have children, when you realize this girl, her head not correct, go and put her on bed control. Put her on bed control. So that she will not bring unwanted pregnancy and bring disgrace to your family. Have this conversation with your daughters. You know that this girl, the way she's doing now, I say one and two are not straight. You go with her in the hospital and put her on bed control. So she will finish her education, work before getting married and having children. Since some parents cannot control their children, since they don't have time to look after their children, since they're looking for money more than educating their children, put the children under bed control. So no matter what, she will not get pregnant. And train your children that your value is who you are. It's not in a man's house. A man does not add value into your life. You are the price for his life. They say he findeth a good thing and obtain favor from God. There's a double favor for the man that finds a wife. People should stop begging if he doesn't come, if he doesn't do what am I going to do? Who asked you to first get pregnant? Did he show you that he was married, was about to marry you? And how do you honor your parents? I always say as a lady, ask yourself, what I'm doing now, does it honor my father? Does it honor my mother? Think of who you represent. Wherever you go, you represent your family, your lineage. Wherever you go, they'll say, the daughter of so, so, and so. Oh, the son of so, so, and so. Who do you represent? Does your character represent your family? Start asking yourself good questions. 5 minute pleasure. Now you have disgraced the whole family. They have doubled the bride price. Now you want to continue in the course of being a rebellious daughter. They will give you an award very soon. Rebellious daughter of the year. You're not ashamed of yourself. A man will come without his family and you want your family to receive him. Where did we get to this point, sir? So this girl, you not get value. Tomorrow this man will say, after all, I didn't want to marry you. My friend represented your father. If your father somebody, the man will use much to insult you finish. After you say men has come, men has come. Women are useless. Only useless men make men to use them, useless them because a man of caliber. Eh, I don't even know, Coach Michelle. These African men, are they lost? Because they're the one that create these cultures. They're the one that stand for culture. We are African men. We should not forget our culture. Oh, yeah, pay now is a problem. Since when in the culture they say go and destroy somebody else's daughter, you don't marry her. Then you start being pompous. You start giving authority how you want it to be done your way. See, you people should be careful. Oh. People should not try us. Oh. People should stop it. Oh. It's either you're an African man or you are not. In those days, Coach Michelle, when a 15-year-old man will go and disgrace somebody's daughter, the parents will come and they'll build him a house close to his father's house with mulch. They'll build it and say, you must marry her. They marry the guy and give him. You touch her, you will marry her. They make him a man and they'll be sitting on them. They started the family finish. He's in his own house, in his own kingdom. Small house in front of his father's house. In those days, they were forcing men to take responsibility. Today, a man will impregnate a girl and even say how he wants to be punished. How he wants the bride price is too much. If they don't want, my friend will represent her father. In his mind, he has killed all your family members. How do you even make life with that kind of a human being? You both should review your life so and decide who you want to be. If people don't want to be African men again, go to your family group and say, hey, all these years, so all these African things, we are tired. Let's remove all these things, we are tired. Go and say it there. Stop disturbing people on social media and disturbing people's children. What is it? Are you people not ashamed? Men, are you not ashamed? The same men you be here, the African men, they'll be holding people's children hostage in the house. Come, let's manage. Concubines. You'll be taking somebody's daughter you have no honor. Then when they call for African meeting, you raise your hand. You're not an African man, no. I think there should be outcasting people from villages. When you don't want to follow the tradition, they outcast you. Which African man takes somebody's daughter without blessing, without permission, stays with her, born one, two, three. When you ask him, are you getting my I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Because they ask him where are you from? I'm from
still
Africa.
studying her. I'm still studying her. That's what they would
I'm
tell
still
you.
studying her. You
Yeah.
study her until she has given you three results, three children. But still, she's not still good for you to marry. The one they say, where are you from? I'm from Africa. I'm a Bantu guy. See, if Bantu thunder catch you, you will not wake up in the morning. You people should stop it, please. You people should stop. It's not good. You people should stop. It's a disgrace. You people should
Thank you,
stop
Miss
disgracing your
Denise.
villages.
You said it all. In a perfect world, what you said makes a lot of sense. But then you go and you look around you and it's a mess. But Luke is back on the studio. Luke, we're going to stop today. We're going to stop here for today. Do you have any concluding words that you want to share before we end the show?
Okay, let me just say some things. I want to give three solutions, two or three solutions.
Your voice sounds
Look,
too
we
far.
cannot hear you. We can't hear you at all.
Seems like you're really far. I don't know if you can increase that volume. My volume is at the max over here.
Yes, please increase your volume.
Can you hear me?
Oh, beautiful. Yes.
Okay, I said I want to give two or three solutions to this guy. Uh, First of all, his friend going to represent his girl as his father. That was a no-no for me. That's not good. It will bring it might bring problems to him later in the future, especially if the girl's family are troublesome to bring problems. Now, I want to put myself in this guy's shoe who is getting married. I want to give my own solutions for myself. I don't care. I don't care how you see it or not. First of all, me and this lady we have been staying together before I got married. She loves me. She have a child for me. We are staying together now. Decide I want to make it legal. I want to marry her. Now I go to her family and they gave me a list. Uh, the list I didn't see anything there that pertains 1 million naira. Now I tell the family I cannot pay this 1 million naira because it's not on the list. Now me, from my own place, I'm going to talk to our family because this 1 million naira is not on the list. They should remove it or they can cut it. can
No, Oga, look,
cut
in this
it.
case, the 1 million naira is in the list in this case.
Let me finish talking. Let me finish talking, please, ma. Now, uh, they can cut it or they can remove it. If the girl really
You say
loves me, she's my
you are
lover,
gonna go
she wants
tell
to
them
marry
that,
me.
but not look. You're saying that you are gonna go and tell them to do that, or are you gonna call your family to come and help in the negotiation?
I'm going to
Good
call my
question.
family to follow me. I'm going to call my
Okay,
family to follow me.
okay.
Say that this this money they are putting is not on the list that the family gave me. The parents are the one putting it, so they can either cut it or remove it. And if they don't, I will tell the girl that please talk to your mother, talk to your father, that this money that they are putting. It's not I can't pay it, but it's too big. They can cut it or they can remove it. That's the first solution. Now the girl will have to you have to go and talk to her parents. That is if she really loves me and wants to marry me. She go and talk to her parents on my behalf to cut it or remove it. Secondly, if they refuse to remove it, I will go ahead and pay the bride price and pay the money. I will block that family. I won't call them anything. I won't respond to their call for anything because to me, they have sold their daughter to me. They have sold that to me. So I won't. I'm going to block them. They won't call me for anything, for any money, or they need anything because they have sold their daughter to me. That's what I will do. That's the second solution I'm going to give to this guy.
I have a question for Galuk.
Family for me. I would, and the first one, I would tell her to cut it. And the last one, me and the girl, we are together. I think if we are together, the girl's family will know that we are together ever since. If I'm coming to marry, so it's not that I forced her to be with me. She loves me. That's why she is with me. Now I tell her to go and marry her. You are imposing a bill on me. So to me, that's the family is the one wrong here to me here because your family members can't give me a list. Your kinsmen or your uncles they can't give me a list, and your family is giving me 1 million naira to pay. It's not normal. You're telling me to pay that money now. I'm going to pay it family. That's the
I mean,
solution I want to give
look, I
to this
understand
guy
where
here.
you're coming
You
from
should go
because
ahead.
this
Or if you want
same.
to cancel it, you can cancel it.
Okay, so you offer three
The wedding.
solutions. First, the friend don't do it. Don't post at the as the bride's family parent. Secondly, you will get your family member to go and renegotiate the price. And if they do not agree, because I mean you are deep inside the relationship with this woman, you will go ahead and marry her. You will go ahead and pay for the money that they're asking for, but you will cut all ties. And I was going to say that this kind of makes sense because imagine that I have my last 1 million in bank and then you impose on me to pay that money to marry your daughter. And 2 months later, you're sick and you want like treatments and you go like, oh, my son-in-law gonna help me. With what money? So you should have thought of that. That kind of makes sense that the man could pay and be frustrated. A lot of them do that actually. So, but Elise was gonna ask a question.
Uh, Galuk, I have a question for you. Do you think, as an African man, it's good for you to take somebody's daughter without marrying her and keep her in your house and make her have a child for you in the name of love, according to the African culture?
Can I answer your question with a question?
No, just answer first, then you ask the question later.
The way I will answer your question is with a question.
Go ahead. But how will you answer a question with a question? According to the African tradition,
You say I should go ahead.
Can an African man take
You say I
somebody's
should go
daughter
ahead.
without their wait, okay? I'm rephrasing my question so that there will be no question. So it will be more clearer. As an African man that respects tradition, can he take somebody's daughter without their blessing, without paying bride price, keep her in his house and until they have a child in the name of love? That's the question.
Now I'm asking you, can I answer your question with a question?
How
Go
will you
ahead,
answer a
bro.
question? But go ahead, Shah. Go
We
ahead.
need to move on
Okay.
anyway, so go for it.
Question. Question. For example, now you are not married, Mr. Elise, and we are dating, and you love me. Will you agree for me to
Mhm.
get you pregnant? And you love me. Why must you follow me
Did
to?
you
Why
you
must you
did
allow
not
me
you did
to?
not you did not you did not you did not, you see, that's the problem with African men. CB was right when she said, whenever it favors you, you are an African man. When you want to cause disorder and discord, you're no longer an African man. Since when does an African man is the bearer of tradition? Is someone that stands for his tradition. They say a woman will get married, she will go. We are here. We must keep our tradition. We are enrooted. We are grounded. We are here. See, you people should be careful. Oh. You people should be very careful. See, you people should not stand for what you cannot defend. Since when does an African man take somebody's child? Even if the girl is proposed, you say, no, 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 no. Why are your parents? Let me go and ask them. Let me go and pay the bride price. Where I come from, we don't
Why did she
dishonor
follow me?
girls.
Why did she follow me to take her?
No, leave
Why did
her
she
is
follow
another
me to
case.
take her?
So wait, the problem is that since you see you say, God, look,
Why
that's
did
the
she allow
problem.
me
Oh.
to take her?
When people will be in front
Why
of
did she
God's
allow me to
judgment,
take
they'll
her?
say, they'll tell a man, why did you commit
Why did she allow
fornication?
me to
Why,
take her? Did I
oh
force her?
God, look, oh, that's the problem. That's the problem we have in this society. Oh.
Did I force
Nobody wants
her?
to recon.
Why did
Oh
you
God, look,
follow
that's
me?
the
Why did you?
problem. People don't
Why
want to
did you
recognize
follow
their
me?
own fault. Life will be,
It's
Coach
not a
Michelle.
problem because you went and followed
Life will
me.
be easier. Coach Michelle.
Why did you
Life
open
will
your
be
leg for
easier.
me? Why did you open
We
your leg
have
for
heard.
me?
We
Guys,
have heard.
today,
Oh yeah, African man. We have heard you. You people don't want to be African men. You people want to claim African men. You don't pass on now. I never see anything. Coach Michelle,
yes,
it
ma'am.
will come to a situation where the society will become a better place when everybody recognize where they have gone wrong and try to work on themselves. In this life, Coach Michelle, you cannot control somebody else, but the only person you can control is yourself. You can
Yeah.
control how you react to stuff, the decision you make. You can control you, but you cannot control somebody else. As an African man that has dignity, that has culture, that have values, that have principles in life, they will never and ever impregnate a woman they are not married to. They will do everything. There's some African men you meet that
My
are 35,
leg.
they don't have
African
children.
mother has value.
Wait, I said something. No, look, we're talking about the men. Leave the woman. That girl said her ancestors don't deny him already. That
I'm
one,
a
her
woman.
ancestors
I'm a
have
woman.
chased. I said that girl, her ancestors have denied. She's outcast already. That one, leave her. She's on the street. She's on her own. Can't you
She's
see
not.
she's already mad? She wants to consider
Honest.
her boyfriend's friend as father. You think that girl is normal? That girl, her ancestors have solved her case already. She's no longer normal. She doesn't know. Okay, look, a real African man will tell a girl, no, you cannot sleep in my house. Come and go. Don't come and stay here. I don't want problem for your family. We don't do that where I come from. If you want us to be together, show me the way to your parents' house. Let me go and see them. Let me go and do the needful. Then we become husband and wife. Even if we don't do big wedding, let me pay that diary and come. I don't want trouble for my life. A real African man will do that. Then because we have a we have a I don't know where to put you guys. Discorded, disorganized. I don't know. I don't know what you people have done to yourself. Oh. You want to be African men with no culture, with no value, with no standard. Why did she do that? Why did she open her leg? Why did she do this? Why did she come to my house? I did not call her. Where is your stand as a man? You don't know what you want. You don't know what culture is. You
Well,
don't know what value is. People
Elise,
should continue. We are here. We're watching you guys. Continue.
Miss Elise,
Continue.
look, as always, we're gonna agree to disagree, right? And I'm so glad that we brought some practical advices to this guy. And we hope that you take the advice. Don't continue to negotiate on your own and don't go marry her behind her parents' back. And you, the friend, this is not your place to stand. Please get off people's families' issues, right? You cannot do that. You cannot proceed that as the father. Don't do it. So these were very practical advices. Now, whether she was right having a baby out of the wedlock, yeah, listen, this is this is not new. This is something that is happening, and it's not going to stop today. But I commend this guy for trying to do what is right, marrying this woman. We have a lot of single mothers out there because men did not do what they were supposed to do. AJ said, for instance, in a comment that there's a difference between ideal and reality. What Miss Elise is saying is what she thinks ought to be, but are things the way they ought to be? No, just look around you. But this guy is trying to do what is right, but maybe it's not having the right approach. Maybe he should reconsider and do it right, involving his family. And I hope that this bride's family, this fiance's family, also, I mean, the lady's family also be a little bit more considering, because life doesn't end with marriage. Like even here in the United States, I spoke to some colleagues, to some friends that will tell you that, oh, I'm getting prepared for my marriage at my wedding. I'm saving money and it's gonna cost me like 150K. And I'm just like, why? Why would you spend all that money? And oftentimes there's a lot of credit cards involved. And then you start your marriage life with a lot of debt. Is it really wise? What are you doing that for? To impress people that are going to come that day. And after that, you're on your own, trying to make a living, trying to survive after spending all this money. Let's be reasonable. It doesn't start and finish with a wedding. After a wedding, there's a life to live. And I don't think anyone should like empty their bank account and empty all their saving just because they're trying to do a wedding. It's not right. Come on. It's not right. You, the parent, asking for the dowry. You, the parent, when you come up with that bride price list, keep in mind that this man is marrying into your family. This man gonna become a son to you. Tomorrow, when you get sick, tomorrow when you need help, you will call him. You will call your daughter. Not that you have squandered all his money during this process, sharing that between you and your brothers and your king's mates in the village. Now is left with nothing. Tomorrow you have a problem. You need help. Those people who came to enjoy with you, those brothers and sisters who came to get to eat all the money to enjoy everything that he brought just to marry your daughter, they won't be there to help you. He will be the one that you will call for help. And now think about what it will look like when you need his help and he cannot afford to help you, or he has that grudge against you. I feel that dowry is important, but African parents, come on, be mindful. Ask yourself, is this was my son getting married into a family? How would I want him to be treated? Just put yourself in the person's shoe, right? Let's just be mindful of that. Yes, dowry is here to stay, but maybe we can rethink the way we go about these things. So, guys, I think we're done, right? We'll meet here next week, next Sunday, by the grace of God. We another letters from the heart. Okay. We're done, right? Are we good to go?
We're
Yes, ma'am.
good.
We're good. We're
All
good.
right,
We're
guys.
good.
God bless you for being here today. Happy Mother's Day to all the wonderful women back home in Africa. And I
Amen.
hope that you are celebrated enough, because words cannot begin to say everything that you do every day for your family. So thank you so much for being you. And thank you to Mercy Kendra. Thank you to AJ. Thank you to Comfort and every other person who participated today. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to subscribe. God bless you. Bye. Happy Sunday.
Yeah, bye.